Hey, howdy, what's up? What's going on, gamers? Hope everybody's having a great day out there. Wanted to bring a new style of video to the channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be documenting my journey of platinuming Uncharted 1: Drake's Fortune. Now, before we get started, there's a few things I need to list because this video is probably going to be different than most. If you've watched YouTube for more than 15 minutes in the last 3 years, you've probably seen one of these I platinumed insert random game videos. You know, you can find them about like pretty much any game. Take this as a kind of heads up of sorts, that this video isn't going to be put together as well as many of those other videos you've probably seen. Unfortunately, whenever I decided to set out and platinum Uncharted 1, I was already halfway through and I didn't think about making a video of it beforehand. Thankfully, however, I was still able to get all the footage for this video due to the PS5 capturing every trophy you unlock in a game clip in real time, so if it wasn't for that game technology feature, this video would not exist, so big ups to that, came in clutch. And now that that's out of the way, I'll go on and explain the trophies I'm going to be going after a bit, and kind of explain the trophies in general. When you decide to set out and get all the trophies for any PlayStation game, there are going to be 4 categories of trophies that you have to shoot to collect. Bronze being the easiest most of the time, silver being not that hard, gold being kind of notable, and platinum eventually once you obtain every trophy in the game. And this goes for any PlayStation game. For Uncharted Drake's Fortune, there are 41 bronze trophies, 8 silver trophies, 4 gold ones, and of course 1 platinum. The gold ones are all difficulty based, meaning you have to beat the game on a certain difficulty. The silver trophies were kind of fun to get, most of them requiring holding a massive combo of something to that nature. And finally, the bronze trophies were relatively relieving to acquire. Most of them were just get a certain amount of kills with this certain weapon, so looking back, I don't remember it being all that difficult. And considering how Uncharted is one of my favorite games, one of the very first games I ever played as a matter of fact, this was definitely a cakewalk more than it was a hassle. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, let's get into things. To make this easier to watch, I've decided to split the trophy collecting up into 3 respected categories, one for each type of trophy, bronze, silver, and gold. And with that being said, let's get into the bronze category. With treasure hunting being a big theme in Uncharted, it only makes sense that a few of these trophies are tied to collectibles. There are a total of 9 trophies in the game tied to collecting treasures, and 8 of them are bronze. So in an attempt to not drag the video on later, I'm gonna go ahead and play all of them on screen right now, and I'll come back and talk in a second whenever all these are over. And for the Relic Finder trophy, it's actually just a treasure you collect normally through the game, but it's an Easter egg to one of Naughty Dog's other games, so it has its own trophy tied to it, which is kind of neat. The next 2 trophies are all about headshots, and to be honest with you, I got these on my first playthrough on accident just playing through the game normally. For the set of brutal trophies, all I had to do was do the brutal combo a number of times, which to do that, you just have to press square, triangle, square repeatedly, I believe. Wasn't too difficult in the long run. A triple dynamite was another one of those trophies I got on accident just by shooting a barrel in my second playthrough right here. The pair of hangman trophies wasn't too difficult to get either. As an added layer, I got them on my second playthrough while playing on brutal difficulty to get that trophy, so made it a little bit harder than I needed to, but it still wasn't too difficult. To get Run and Gunner, you just need to hip fire 20 enemies while sprinting. And as a bonus, I actually used this method to help me with the next two set of trophies. For Steel Fist, you need to kill 5 enemies after weakening them with gunfire, and for Steel Fist Expert, you just have to do that 10 times in a row. This one took a little bit of grinding just to find one area with that many enemies in it. Okay, for the next set of like 10 or 20 trophies, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really want to count all of them. You basically just have to get 20 or 50 or even 100 kills with a random or basically every weapon in the game. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the trophies and just let these clips play out for a minute, and I'll come back whenever the trophies get a little bit more unique. To obtain the B-roll trophy, you just have to explore photo mode, which is something in the PS5 remaster, and as a funny tad bit, I actually got this on accident on my first playthrough. The next trophy required me to beat Chapter 12 in under 5 minutes, I believe, which I actually got during the Fat Mode speedrun, which is something I'll talk about in a second. The next trophy had me kill 5 descendants with a sniper rifle, which wasn't too hard. I actually used cheat mode to do it, so. For the cosplay trophy, I just changed my skin to Navarro, the main boss, final bad guy, and easily just one-punched this guy in hard mode, and, well, easy mode, and then got the trophy. Easy peasy. The next 5 trophies all require you to beat the game, so it's best we discuss them in order, I believe. For YOLO, fortunately, we just have to beat the last chapter on normal or harder without dying. Charted Easy and Charted Normal, you just have to beat the game on normal or easy difficulty. Both bronze trophies can be acquired right here. And for an added bonus, the Fat and the Furious requires you to finish a continuous speed run, which is a new feature in the PS5 remaster of this game, as Donut Drake. And for the Need for Speed trophy, I actually got that alongside the Fat and Furious trophy. For that one, you just need to complete a continuous speed run in less than 2 hours and 30 minutes. And for the Cheater trophy, you just have to activate one of the cheat codes or / tweaks in the game. Moving along from bronze, there are only 8 silver trophies to obtain, so far less of a grind, and the first one actually happened on accident again on my first playthrough. It's just getting 250 headshots. And the next achievement, Headshot Expert, just requires you to get 5 headshots in a row, so I actually don't remember how I got this. Dynamite Master has you do the same thing for Triple Dynamite. Kill 3 enemies with 1 explosion, but this time we have to do it 5 times. For Master Ninja, you have to perform 50 sneak attacks from behind, so I had to reload this checkpoint and grind this one section for about 20 minutes. After all that was over though, got the trophy no problem. For the Survivor trophy, you need to kill 75 enemies in a row without dying, and I actually got it on the speed run, so got it at the same time going for the Fat and the Furious. So here's a little clip of Fat Drake. And here's another speedrun achievement. For this one, we just have to beat Chapter 5 within a certain amount of time, and I also got it in the speedrun, coincidentally. Brutal Slugger actually took a vast amount of grinding. I actually got so fed up not being able to find 5 enemies in a row to perform the combo to that I just reloaded the first chapter over and over, and eventually I got it right here. And for the last achievement slash trophy, it is just charted beating the game on hard, but I actually didn't play the game on hard, I just beat it on crushing, and that counted as hard mode as well. Moving on to gold trophies, the last one is the one I mentioned in the last silver segment. It is beating the game on crushing. And crushing wasn't anything compared to beating the game on brutal. Thankfully, I don't have any clips to show you guys my brutal gameplay because it would just be nothing but me getting one shot. Enemies are crazy unbalanced in that mode, but either way, I'm glad that I got it over with. Thankfully, the next gold trophy was a piece of cake. It's just the Master Thief Collector. You just have to get all the trophies. I missed one, and after that I was able to get the final one. And last but not least, this trophy is another speedrun trophy. All we have to do is complete chapter 16 in under 7 minutes. And again, I got it while going for the Fat and Furious trophy. And finally, after all the wait and experience, the Platinum Trophy. I am extremely honored to say I am one of the 1.4% of people that took their time and completed every trophy for Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I may not have done an accurate job expressing my gratitude towards this game during the course of recording this video, but Uncharted 1 has always been one of my favorite video games, and I am extremely excited and proud of myself that I could scratch this one off of the completion list. And now that the juicy part of the video is over, if you're still watching, thank you. You are the people that support the channel, and I appreciate your support 100% of the way. If you had a good time watching this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, maybe suggest another game for me to do. You never know, we might see it on the channel. And of course, gamers, make sure to have a ballin' rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.